What is going on YouTube? Nintendo Fanatic 64 coming here with a brand new opening video, and if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail and the layout, we're not doing a Pokemon TCG, we're actually doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG opening this time. I did one of these almost at the beginning of the year actually, and it was to the Yugi's Legendary Decks, and recently the Legendary Decks 2 came out, which actually feature a deck for Yugi, Kaiba, and Yugi on it. I do enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't get a chance to play it as much. I actually sold off a bunch of my older cards from it, but I started getting a little bit back into it. I still have like decks built. I'm not that good at it, but I just play for fun on it. But if you do enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up. Let me know below as well if you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. I started like a playthrough of Legacy of the Duelist on the PlayStation 4. And I'm debating if I want to bring it back or not. If you would be interested in seeing that, let me know below. I'll probably start doing that once the UCL wraps up, which will be really soon here. But we're going to go ahead and swap to our alternate card opening view. And before we actually open up, I'm going to put the backs here, and we're going to just move the camera around. So you can see here a little image of Tem, the Pharaoh, of course, Kaiba, and Joey on the back. We'll flip it around. You can see the deck themes for it is going to be an Exodia, the Forbidden One, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Red Eyes Black Dragon, rebuilt for the modern dueling area. Dueling era, it comes with, can you focus on it? It comes with 3 of the actual tournament legal Egyptian god cards, as well as 3 new variety cards, which we'll see a little bit more in there. And then it has, like I said, a Yugi, focus better, Yugi Exodia deck, a Kaiba Blue Eyes deck, and then the Joey Red Eyes deck. So put that down, and we'll just go ahead and open this, slowly open this up. But we'll start with the kind of the variety cards that it comes with, I think it says, which are going to be more Dark Magician, I think Dark Magician Girl related more than anything else, which is really nice because I attempted to build my own Dark Magician deck before, and it's okay. Obviously, I don't go out and buy individual cards or anything nowadays, but so we'll take a look at this one, if it will focus in a little bit better. I think this would have been if I tilt up slightly, maybe a little bit better if I can. It's going to be hard for my camera to focus. Maybe if I turn off the backlights, maybe it'll focus better on it. No, come on. If I just go all in and back out slowly. I don't know. We'll just do what we can. But this one, I need this light back on so I can actually. Oh, let's see. A little bit better there. But this is Dark Burning Attack. If you control a Dark Magician Girl, destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. That's not too bad. Something I forgot to do last time is I'm going to sleeve all these things up as I go through them. Yeah. So I didn't do that last time. I'll put that one there. We have a Dark Burning Magic on here, which has, you can see, Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl on there. If you control monsters whose original names are Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, destroy all cards your opponent controls. That's not too bad. Again, you have to run like a dual magician deck. From what I've been seeing, most Dark Magician decks are just Dark Magician. They don't include the Dark Magician Girl. I don't know. I haven't played in any of the actual metas in so long, so I don't know what is played, what is not played. When we have the trap card Eternal Soul, ooh, kind of see the image on there. It actually looks like the image of the Dark Magician on the stone tablet, and then every Dark Magician in your monster card zone is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. If this face-up card leaves the field, destroy all monsters you control. You can only use the following effects of Eternal Soul once per turn. You can activate one of these effects: Special Summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand to graveyard, and 1 Dark Magic Attack or 1,000 Knives from your deck to your hand. So that's not too bad. And of course, 1,000 Knives even came in the first of the Yugi's legendary decks as well. So we'll sleeve those up, and then we'll start with the actual Yugi themed deck. Now, if I can find the Yeah, well, let's just show it off. They obviously all come sealed up, and this one shows off Slifer, the Sky Dragon, on there. And there we go. Another part where I can actually open it up. So, alright, and then I think each of these decks are supposed to be 43 cards or something for it. I don't remember for sure on them, but so we'll start off. It has the Slifer, the Sky Dragon, Obelisk, the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. And then we have, here's the new card for this set, the Legendary Exodia Incarnate. And cannot be normal summon set, must be special summon from your hand by attributing one Forbidden One monster, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card gains 1,000 attack for each Forbidden One monster in your graveyard, unaffected by other card effects. Once per turn during the end phase, add one Forbidden Monster from your graveyard to your hand. When this card is destroyed by balance sent to the graveyard, you can reveal any number of Forbidden Monsters in your hand. If you do, draw one card for each. So that's not too bad. Obviously going to be big. Whoop, I just put the camera. Big in if you want to build an Exodia deck. Ties of the Brethren. Ooh, that looks. Ooh, alright, so pay 2,000 life points, then target one level 4 lower monster you control for the rest of your turn. After this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters. Also special summon 2 monsters from your deck with the same type, attribute, and level as the monster, but with different names from each other end of the monster. So it's like you can use it to help get out more of the Exodia pieces onto your field at least. There's the Obliterate Trap card, and then obviously we have Exodia, the right arm with the Forbidden One, left arm with the Forbidden One, the right leg, left leg, and then we have Exodia Necros as well. Very good for Exodia decks. And then, of course, the classic purple Dark Magician, and then Dark Magician Girl, Buster Blader, Silent Magician level 8, as well as level 4, the Tricky, Big Shield Gardna, Magician's Valkyrie. I like this if you have 2 of them, which I have one as well in my Magician's deck, so this will be nice because that way it's like the effects where if you have 2 of the same number of creature, then you cannot attack. It's like monsters your opponent controls cannot target face-up spellcaster monsters except this one. So if you have 2 of them up, they can't really target either of them. It kind of creates a nice magnet for it. Blast Magician, Blockman, Marshmallow, Singing, which I think has a different effect than what it used to be. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add 1 monster with 15,000 or less attack from your deck to your hand, but you cannot activate cards or effects of cards with the same name for the rest of the turn. You can only use effective Singing once per turn. Gold Sarcophagus, Swords of Revealing Light, Dark Dimension, Magicians Unite, Tricky Spell 4, comes with 1,000 knives here as well, so that's good. Dark Magic Attack, Contract with Exodia, Messenger of Peace, Dark Factory Mass Production, Monster Reincarnate, Secret Village of Spellcasters. I might have to look into that a little bit more. Pot of Duality, Mirror Force, standard in a Yugi deck. Magical Hats, which I wish was as good as it was in the anime, which obviously it is not. Magic Cylinder, Magician Circle, I love running because I love it, and I have built, Gravekeepers, which are all spellcasters as well. Backup Soldier, Gravity Bind, and then there's a foil token as well with Yugi and the Dark Magician as well. So that's all for the Yugi deck. I wasn't actually counting on it, but I know the Joey and the Kaiba ones have a little bit more cards in them because they do have stuff from the extra deck. As you kind of saw from the back, Blue Eyes, Ultimate Dragon, and then the Azura Eyes Dragon as well. So let's pop the plastic off from the Kaiba themed deck, and we start off with the lovely Maiden with Eyes of Blue. We have, set the Melody of Awakening Dragon. Discard 1 card, add up to 2 dragon-type monsters with 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. Very specific. Obviously good for getting Blue Eyes out. Speaking of, we have the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the classic Blue Eyes White Dragon, a second Blue Eyes, and then, so 3 different... the common ones for it, but I mean 3 different card arts for Blue Eyes White Dragon. I think I personally like the center one, the one that was from the anime, best out of all of them. Although the one with the stone tablet in the background is not too bad either. So that's kind of nice. Dragon Spirit of White, Kaiba Man. The White Stone of Legend. White Stone of the Ancients. Ooh, look at that one later. Protector with Eyes of Blue. Master with Eyes of Blue. Of course, Battle Ox, Lajin, Vorse Raider. Typical Kaiba cards. Alexandrite Dragon. Nice, powerful one. Blade Knight. Ancient Lamp. Tiger Dragon. Kidmudu Dragon. No, King of the Swamps is good for getting polymerization. Rider of the Stormwinds. Burst Stream of Destruction. Beacon of White. Let's see. What was that? Mausoleum of White. Polymerization. Enemy Controller. Shrink. Silent Doom. Ancient Rules. Good for getting out the dark or the blue eyes as well. Trade in. Where art thou? So that seems interesting. Pot of something. I don't know. Since the start your main phase, target 3 monsters with different types in your graveyard. Shuffle all 3 of them into your deck, then draw 2 cards. You cannot conduct your battle phase turn after this. It's not bad for getting things back in there. Fusion Substitute. Interesting. What's that? So its card name tree is Polymerization. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 fusion monster in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, then draw 1 card. So it's not bad. It's just Polymerization with an extra added effect. Unexpected Gaia. Let's see, Gate Attack. Final Attack Order. Shadow Spell. Nice card to have. Cloning. Fusion Reverse. Jar of Avarice. I've heard of Pot of Avarice, so Jar of Avarice, so this will be interesting. And then we have the Azura Eye Silver Dragon. First of the dragons, it's just 2 normal monsters. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can only control 1. This card cannot be destroyed by battle except by battle with normal monsters and is unaffected by other monsters. So that's not too bad. And then, of course, the Kaiba token as well with it. So, not too bad. I kind of like that. I definitely like the 3 different Blue Eyes covers there for it. And then, set that one aside. And then we get to the new Joey-inspired Red Eyes deck. If I can get it open. If it will open. I just want to look at these beautiful cards. There we go. Alright, so a couple new cards from this. So we start off with the Black Stone of Legend. Probably the exception is an effect, not a tuner. Wish I can get better focus on this. I'll have to work on this for another time. But Black Stone of Legend, it is an effect, not a tuner. I'm assuming something similar to the White Stone of Legend. Return of the Red Eyes. Interesting. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Ooh, that seems like it would be a nice an XZ summon monster for it. And then, of course, you have the standard Red Eyes Black Dragon. Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon as well. And then we have Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. Interesting. That's like... Interesting. I don't know how to describe that. It's like... Sun and Skull type thing with it, but something different. Red Eyes Retro Dragon. Interesting. Unfortunately, I'll have to go through and read some of these later on and probably work on a nice Red Eyes deck. Black Metal Dragon. Interesting. Of course, the standard Joey stuff. Axe Raider, Alligator Sword, Baby Dragon. Ooh, Jinzo. I like Jinzo. Goblin Attack Force. Gear Freaky Iron Knight, Rocket Warrior, kind of like that. Blue Flame Swordsman, we have Time Wizard, Phoenix Gearfried, Gemini Summoner, Blazewing Butterfly, Dark Valkyrie, Command Knight, Valkyrian Knight. Look at a lot of these. I've been out of the game for too long. I don't even know half of these. Keeper of the Shrine, Inferno Fire Blast. Definitely remember that. Red Eyes Fusion, interesting. So, Card of the Red Stone, classic polymerization, Salamandra, an upside down card of Call of the Haunted, Scapegoat, Foolish Burial. Oh, Roulette Spider. Okay, I did read about this one was coming in. Roulette Spider was, of course, in the anime, but it did. This obviously does not work anything like the anime since there are no holograms to grab monsters and spin around on like a top. But for this one, let's see. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, roll a six-sided die and apply the following effects. Number one, half your life points. Number two, make an attack. Make that attack a direct attack. Three, choose one monster you control. Change the attack target to it and perform damage calculations for it. Choose one other monster your opponent controls. Change the attack target to it and perform damage calculation. 5. Negate the attack. If you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack. And 6. Destroy that opponent's monster. So that's not too bad. I kind of like that. Definitely would be interesting to play if you want to play, like, a luck-based deck that's more about, like, rolling dice and coin flips and things like that. Supervise, that's more like the, I think that's missing for Geminis, yeah, so then they become their effects. Mystical Space Typhoon, I thought this was hard to make them in. Symbols of Duty, Red Eye Spirit, Kunai with Chain, Torrential Tribute, Burst Breath, Curse of Anubis, and then, Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. So, one level 6 Archfiend normal monster, one Red Eyes normal monster. So basically, it's like the Black Skull Dragon. That was with Summon Skull and the Black Skull Dragon, but with effects on it. So you can only special summon Archfiend Black Skull Dragon once per turn. If this card battles your opponent's card and effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step, if damage calculation is performed involving this fusion monster, at the end of the battle phase, you can target one Red Eyes normal monster in your graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the graveyard, then shuffle it into your deck. So that's not too bad. And then we have the Alligator Sword Dragon, nice for flying over and hitting it. And then a Joey token. So, only thing really missing from that, technically, if you could say, is the fact that you have Time Wizard, you have Baby Dragon, you have the polymerizations, you don't have Thousand Dragon as well. But, yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this. I mean, I know it's not, I don't know a whole lot about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta right now. This is just, I saw this. I knew it had a lot of good cards. It had a lot of cards good for some of the decks I do have built and even want to build in the future. But let me know what you think if you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, whether it be more opening videos like these or maybe bringing back Legacy of the Duelist. I haven't actually... I haven't finished it yet. I'm still right where I left off in the game if people are interested. If I don't do anything before the end of the year, I'll probably just play the game on my own for it. Maybe I'll stream it on Twitch or something for it. But let me know down below what you do think. Next week, I hope to come back with a new Pokemon TCG opening, of course. But I just wanted to do this because it came out, like I said, this couple weeks ago, and I wanted to take care of this. But thank you all very much for watching. You have yourself a good time. Take care and goodbye.